Hi everyone! Our video for today is about ellipse, identifying the coordinates of the vertices and the foci. So let's start with x squared over 16 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. So from this equation, our center is at the origin, 0, 0. And then let's solve our a. So a squared is equal to 16. So square root of a is 4. Our b squared is equal to 9. So square root of b, square root of 9 is 3. So let's graph that. Because the greater denominator is under the x squared, so this one is a horizontal ellipse. So our a is in the x-axis. Okay, let's plot our center. And our a, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also 4 units to the other side. And our b is 3. There you go. So the coordinates of our vertices would be plus or minus 4, 0, and the co-vertices would be 0 plus or minus 3. Now for the foci, so we know that the foci would be plus or minus c 0. So we need to find the value of c using this formula or relationship. So c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. So c is equal to the square root of 16 minus 9. So c is equal to the square root of is 7. Okay, which is about 2.6. So let's graph that. So 2.6 would be somewhere here. 1 to square root of 7. So that's our foci. And we know that our foci is along the major axis. Let's draw the ellipse. Okay. Alright. For the second problem, let's have x squared over 9 plus y squared over 16 equals 1. So kind of similar to the first problem, it's just that I put 16 under the y squared. So therefore, this ellipse is a vertical ellipse. And again, the center is at the origin, 0, 0. Our a squared is equal to 16. A is equal to 4. And b squared is equal to 9. So b is equal to 3. So let's graph. So center is at the origin. Our a is equal to 4 and it's on the y-axis. So 4 and negative 4, and our b is 3 and negative 3, which is our minor axis. Okay. So the coordinates of the major vertices would be at 0 plus or minus 4, and the co-vertices would be at plus or minus 3 and 0. And for the foci, so it's going to be along the y-axis, so it's 0 plus or minus c. And again, to find c, we use the relationship c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. So c is equal to the square root of 16 minus 9. So c is equal to square root of 7, which is about 2.6. So let's graph our foci. 2.6 somewhere here. That's our f. 1, 2. Okay, let's graph. Okay, let me delete this. It's not nice. Okay, this one looks better. I tried. Okay, next number, we have 16 times the quantity x plus 2 squared plus 4 times the quantity y plus 4 squared equals 64. So our general equation or standard equation of an ellipse should be equal to 1. So let's divide everything by 64. Okay, so this will become the square of x plus 2 over 4 plus, cancel 4 and 64. So we have y plus 4 squared over 16 is equal to 1. There we go. So our center now is at -2 and -4. So we have our h, k. So this is our h and this is our k, and just flip the signs. And our a, since 16 is under the y squared, so this is our a. So a squared is equal to 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Our b squared is equal to 4. So square root of b is equal to the square root of 4 equals 2. Let's graph. So our center is at -2, 4. And our a is parallel to our y-axis, so it's 4 units up and 4 units down. And our b is parallel to the x-axis, so it's 2 units to the right and 2 units to our left. And for the foci, so it's gonna be at 0 plus or minus c plus k. So c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. So c is equal to the square root of 16 minus 4. So c is equal to 12, and that's about 3.6. So let's graph our foci. 3.6, 1, 2, 3. So it's about here. That's our f. And here 3.6 down. That's our f. Okay, before I forget, the coordinates of our major vertices would be at -2 and -4 plus or minus 4. And so that would be here -2, 0, and -2, -8. And for our co-vertices, -2 plus or minus 2 and -4. So this is 0, -4, and -4, -4. Let's draw our ellipse. This is the sketch of our ellipse. Okay. For this problem, so our center would be at positive or positive 1, negative 1. Okay. And our a squared is under the x squared because that's bigger denominator, so that's 9. So a is equal to 3. And b squared is equal to 4. B is equal to 2. So this is a horizontal ellipse. So our c is the square root of a squared minus b squared. So c is equal to the square root of 9 minus 4. So c is equal to the square root of 5. So the coordinate of our vertices would be at h plus or minus a and k. So we have 1 plus or minus 3, negative 1. So we have 4, negative 1, and negative 2, negative 1. So let's graph. And for our co-vertices, we have h and k plus or minus b. So we have h is 1, k is negative 1 plus or minus 2. So we have 1, 1, and 1, negative 3. Okay, and for our foci, that would be h plus or minus c and k. So our h is 1 plus or minus square root of 5. K is negative 1. So our foci is somewhere here. Okay, and then let's draw our ellipse. Okay, there you go. Thank you.